Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
I'm ray of sunshine.
I'm delighted. Excuse
Serious.
me. Serious. Delighted that you're here with me today. Excuse me. Any excuse will do. Any title will do. I find excuses. Hey, I'm ray of sunshine. I'm so glad that you're here with me today. Excuse me. Excuses. Any excuse will do. Any to make a video.
Hey, I'm ray of sunshine.
What matters is happiness. I'm so glad that you're here with me today.
Unnormal. Hi, I'm ray of sunshine. I'm unnormal, and I'm excited that you're here with me today. I hope you keep popping in every once in a while.
I need you to know
To stay in touch.
that I'm serious. Imagine, excuse me, and I talk about that in so many of my earlier videos.
There's no such thing as too much happy.
Excuse me. Model, as you may be aware, we're probably back in the LM.
Excuse me.
Now we're up in the P's, in the middle of the P's. So and there's a transition that happens between every one of the segments. So, excuse me. A couple of sections ago, that I work on the ABC. Back there, I did fashion shows throughout the whole segment.
But I do that, it's a progression.
Well, excuse me. And that faded away.
See what fits.
And I try lots of different things. So, excuse me.
Hunger. That's and eradicating homelessness on this planet. Which kind of sounds like way out there. But
that guy's kind of out there. Imagine if you believed that we could all come together on the same page, all the sunflowers on the planet, hand in hand, to create the world of our dreams. That guy's kind of out there.
That's what you'll discover if you go back to some of my earlier videos, and you'll see the progression.
You'll have to excuse me of the presentation. So that's it for fashion shows.
So I visit often. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, I knew this was going to happen. Wait a minute.
I better get over there quick.
There's no such thing as happy. So why not contribute?
I better get over there quick.
And wait a minute.
To do this recording, the sun's going to be coming over the trees, and then it happened.
I find excuses. Any excuse will do. Any title will do.
And you can see that's what happened.
Hey, speaking of light, does somebody have the bright idea of sending you this video? Excuse me, please.
And
well, there's enough illumination for everyone.
Oops. The reason that happened is because I made it happen.
Video. Let's make happy happen. Probably. Please. Excuse me. Oh, anyway. Well,
I said, I better start recording, otherwise that sun's going to come over the trees. And it's going to...
Excuse me.
And it's going to create a glare.
Oh.
Wait a minute. And the recording's not going to work out. Well, you saw what happened, right? So...
Excuse me.
So...
today I wanted to talk a little bit.
That's how that works.
Make a big difference. What I need, I'm serious. If you like the connection that we share, it's playtime. Create you. If you like the idea, create you. That we're all coming together hand in hand, is for people to figure out.
But none of them are real long. None of them are longer than a half hour.
Around the globe.
You might be saying, well, I'm not really ready to share it with all the people on my contact list. But I do know, I can think of these few people that I think might really like this.
Don't have it.
And because we don't believe it. And the way that we can come to believe it is one believer at a time.
That's how that works. So that you can find the uniqueness of you. It's playtime. It's playtime. It's a simple question that I ask myself. What matters? Transitioning from the old world to the new world. Excuse me. Excuse me. One of the suggestions... Playtime. Create you. Create you.
When you look at it that way, it's easier to choose to focus on something different.
I have lots of suggestions in many of my videos. That's one of the reasons why you might want to go take a look at some of those. Excuse me? Excuse me?
And that's why I'm learning loving. And that's why I'm glad that... And loving living. Glad that you joined me here today.
Excuse me? I get inspired to share a message. And that's what my whole program is about. Inspiration. So welcome. I hope you stick your head in once in a while. It's. Oh, hold on. It's playtime. So, really, it's playtime. Playtime. The idea behind this presentation is to illustrate diversity, create, to personify different. You. Excuse me. Around us, there's different inside of us emerging to the uniqueness of you, to show a progression. And the progression doesn't indicate going backwards, right? Progression means moving forward, elevating, rising.
And you can do yours by sharing this video.
I'm serious.
It's playtime.
I'm serious.
I'm here to talk about surviving the struggle and healing the hurt. And wounds like that go so deep that they last a long time. And it takes a long time to heal. And so I want to tell you about transforming pain into gain.
Rising.
You can't have too much fun. There's no such thing as too much happiness.
Not serious. So, when I talk about us all coming together on the same page,
you can shake the world.
Hey, did somebody send you this video on a silver platter? Think about that. Hey. But anyway, I give you a tour of my whole sanctuary over there. Discovering the uniqueness of you.
Hey, being shown in the movie outside of the Emerald City is...
Think about that. Somebody send you this video on a silver platter?
Plagued with homelessness, hunger, and despair.
Think about that.
The thing about the Emerald City is that the goings on outside of Emerald City are conditions that people somehow think are just the way it is.
So that means you're going to do your part. You're going to do your share too.
Homelessness. There's hunger in the world, and we'll do our part. Especially, like Christmas will come along and we'll give somebody a meal and that sort of thing. Unnormal is the new normal. And that's what I want to show in my whole video presentation.
It's playtime.
Unnormal doesn't really amount to too much, but we don't really feel that
share this video.
We can really do anything substantial to make that change. And I'm here to tell you that's not true. I want to talk more about creating the world of our dreams, the new world. So I'm not going to get too much into the whole details of shaking the world. See some of that. I'll tell you the highlight video. I presented the concept of shaking the world, of eliminating...
Excuse me?
Hi, I'm Ray of Sunshining, also known as Ray of Sunshine for short. I'm delighted that you're here with me today. I'm Ray of Sunshine. I'm so happy that you're here with me today. I got some important stuff to tell you. If you're returning, glad to see you. If you're new here, glad to see you and hope to see you again. Maybe somebody sent this video to you. And all I'm going to say about that is we're going to talk about betrayal, and it's not really... Well, that should tell you something.
Excuse me.
Well, the other story that I have about that, too, is the time that I shaved off half my mustache when I met my first wife's parents and her family. I had a half a mustache, and I have that story over there, too. So I want to talk about things that I discovered. Hey, did somebody send you this video on a silver platter?
Excuse me.
Well, now it's your turn to silver platter somebody else.
And that's the point of my whole video presentation. And the reason you're here...
It all culminates in the process of discovering the uniqueness of you. It's all part of the recipe.
Here is for you to discover how you deal with discovering different. Because there's a lot of different happening in our world, in our soul. So glad to have you here with me today. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Well, I talk in just about every single one of them. The first freak show that I want to tell you about is my whole video presentation. It's a freak show back there. The format switches periodically, so I kind of I work on the ABC, and I have my A section, my B section, all the way up to we're in the L's right now, in the middle of the L's. So the L's are going to start off with some of the format of the previous section, and it's going to develop into a different format, and it's going to change into a new format when it gets into the next section. It's all to show a progression.
Excuse me. We are currently hovering into the Q section. As you may know, my whole program is founded on the ABC, and I talk about ABC concept. You know, I repeat a lot of things in a lot of my previous videos, and there's a reason for that, which you'll discover. Hey, did you ever watch one of my videos? Excuse me. I welcome you to check it out.
An advancement. So this whole presentation illustrates that. If you're with me, or at whatever point that you figure out that you're with me, the way to show that is to share this video. Send it to some character who otherwise wouldn't have the opportunity to discover different.
Stick it out to the end. You'll be glad. I'm pretty sure you'll be glad you did. You'll be glad. And then I'll see you here again and again and again. Excuse me.
Who otherwise wouldn't have the opportunity to discover different if it weren't for your willingness. So I hope you continue on this journey with me. I presented the concept of shaking the world, of eliminating homelessness, eliminating hunger on this planet. But together, all of us sunflowers together, will make this thing click. Hey, you know why it's important for me to be an elevator? Because the best thing you can do right now, benefit this entire collective on this entire planet, is to elevate. Get it?
That's the idea of us all coming together on the same page.
I don't make real long videos, and so I will continue with the conversation at another time. Meanwhile, I think of us as one big happy family. The operative word there is there such a thing as too much happy? Let's find out together. Hey, I know it's getting dark, and you probably can't see me very good, but I couldn't drive off without taking a shot of the beautiful moon. Two things. Share this video so we can all be on the same page. And
to all
discover
the sunflowers on this planet to create the world of our dreams.
Discover what makes your heart dance. Discover believing that we can make this world a better place. It's playtime.
Create you.
Unnormal. Create you.
All the sunflowers on the planet. Excuse me.
Okay, so here I am to illustrate my outfit for the day. And as you will see, I want you to know right up front now, because I'm going to bring you right down to the sock. I don't always have my socks pulled all the way up like that, but
okay, here it comes.
Oh, flamingos.
See them?
The flamingos.
Oh. And the whales.
This area a little bit. It's out yet. That's what I do. I'm the vibrator.
It's playtime.
I have lots of thoughts to share because I've had lots of years to live through it and to rise above it. On this journey, you're going to figure out who I am, well, maybe. So I hope you continue on this journey with me. It's playtime. It's now. It's now. Create. Meanwhile, to discover you.
Create you.
It's playtime. So just go back to video number one. Create you. I've been thinking, maybe this whole video series is like over your head. Share kindness. And could be way over your head. But I'll tell you one thing for sure. And share this video. You won't be able to get it past your heart because that's what it's here for.
Create you.
Hey, did somebody hand you this on a silver platter? That's the idea. It's our time to expand, to love you. Time to shine. That's the idea.
Time.
I'm the vibrator. And what you're doing here is getting your vibes raised, right? So that's why you want to stick with me. That's why you want to come visit every once in a while. Sometimes I remind myself about eternity, like especially thinking of eternity reminds me that there's no big rush. That's the idea. But whatever point along the way that you can't resist and you can't hold out anymore, go to the pilot video, then come back and I'll see you back over here to discover you, to love you, to love you. Stay in touch. So we'll all be together on the same page.
Excuse me. Create you. Excuse me.
Now we're working toward a full moon. It's a time of completion, a time of creation, and of course that's what this program is all about. It's playtime. Create you. It's playtime.
Excuse me.
Create you, and let's make playtime. Create you, and let's make happy happen.
Excuse me.
Share kindness, and share this video. It's playtime. Create you.
Excuse me. Excuse me.